The culmination of over 20, almost 40 hours of basketball as we begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the first of 2 gold championship games here in the SEC in Tenaha, Texas. First, it's the Raines Lady Wildcats coming into this game as one of the most, well, let's say, certain teams that we saw in our continuous coverage of Holiday Hoops here in Tenaha, taking on, out of 1A, Division 1A Region 4, District 27, the Lady Bulldogs of Broaddus coming into this game, ranked number 7 in the land. Jared Jones back with my good old-fashioned traditional broadcast partner, Coach Matt Bright. Coach, we've seen a lot of both of these teams. A lot of questions have been answered since round 1 early Thursday. What storylines are you expecting and hoping to see come to fruition when it all comes down to the marbles?
I want to see a game that we saw with the third place game.
Yep.
Back and forth. I mean, the Martins Mill LaPan game was amazing. These girls have a lot to live up to step in that role. But I also want to see how Raines can adjust to the pressure of the defense of Broaddus.
One of the main stories, and even Raines head coach Laura Jenkins came over and asked us about it. It's the health of the ankle, or the capability of the ankle, of Broaddus Lady Bulldog sophomore forward Kaylee Yarbrough. We remember in the semifinal, she tweaked it earlier in about the early portion of the third quarter. And, Coach, you remember vividly, that bum wheel definitely affected her play. She wasn't as consistent on defense, got her 4 quick fouls, almost fouled out. But now she's in the projected starting lineup. She seems to be okay. How much of a leg-up advantage is that for Coach Boyles and her ball club?
It's going to be huge. And not only Yarbrough, but Coach Boyles, I talked to her before the game. She said that she's good. She's good to go. But also Mitchell. Remember, Mitchell had the collision with the Martins Mill girl. She's good to go.
She is good to go as well. We'll get to starters and more in a moment. But first, Coach, you already mentioned your discussion with Coach Boyles. Let's see the rest of their conversation. It's Coach Bright and Coach Boyles of the Lady Bulldogs.
This is Matt Bright with ASCM, standing here with the Broaddus head coach, Coach Boyles, getting ready to play for the championship Hoop Heaven tournament. Coach, what's it mean for you to be here with this group of girls?
Hey, it means everything. This group is so special. They're special to our town and our community. It's just a great group of kids. When we looked at the bracket a couple of weeks ago and saw the teams were here, we were like, wow, this tournament's phenomenal. And then for us to go through the bracket the way we did and beat the great teams that we had to beat to get here, it's so special to us.
Well, speaking of beating a great team, you beat the number 1 team in the state yesterday. What kind of confidence did that build for the girls?
Martins Mill is fantastic, and we got in foul trouble early yesterday, and to have to play a half-court basketball game, which we don't, that's not our strong point, with the best team in the state. I was just so proud of our kids for battling the way we did and not panicking. We had to go to a different style of basketball, and it just helped our confidence so much to not just beat them, but have to beat them with their style and not ours.
I know we talked about Williams getting in foul trouble early.
Yes, sir.
The only senior we have on the court.
Yes, sir.
How's Mitchell doing? I know she got a little banged up yesterday. She did better today.
Yeah, yes, sir. I think a good knock in the head helps her a little bit. No, she's a gamer. You're not going to get that kid to quit playing. She's a gamer all day long. She's ready to go today.
Well, Coach, good luck to you today. Congratulations on reaching the finals. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Coach Boyles of the Broaddus Lady Bulldogs getting ready to play in the championship of the Hoop Heaven tournament right here in Tenaha.
It's almost like we have 2 Coach Brights in one room. It's amazing, isn't it? You're a talented guy.
Everybody wishes it was 2 of me. I know they do.
As we introduce starting lineups, we'll do the same. First starting for Broaddus. Being introduced is going to be the previously aforementioned Kayla Yarbrough at the 3 spot. She seems to be ready to go. Hey, down to the number 21, Kaylin Williams. At the 5 spot, man in the middle, she's good to go as well. Jayla Mitchell, who Coach Bright mentioned was bit by the injury bug, but she's okay, starting at the 3. Kayleen Quinney at the 1 spot. And arguably the X Factor, the biggest X Factor for this Broaddus team is the 5 spot. Macy Cook, the sophomore, averaging 15 and 10 in this tournament alone. Coach, she has been absolutely stellar.
I tell you what, if it wasn't for her yesterday, they may not be playing right now.
You got that right. She had a fantastic outing against Martins Mill. 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Looking at the starters for Coach Jenkins and her Raines Lady Wildcats. Ari Filson down to the number 0. Carolyn Files at the 2 spot. Kenzie Thompson at the 3. JC Phillips at the 1. Then Presley Kilgore at a combo spot. Moves between the 3, the 4, and the 5. An absolute Swiss Army knife with, of course, the absent Jazzy Phillips A huge hole to fill for these Lady Wildcats, but they're in the championship for a reason, Coach. And if you're going to get this far, you got to have depth. They've had nothing but that as this tournament goes on.
Yeah, but how fun would it be to have Jazzy out there against Yarborough, against Williams?
Man,
that would be...
That's a dream matchup.
I mean, it is. And unfortunately, we won't see it in San Antonio because you have a 1A against 3A.
It's asinine to think. I almost think it's borderline stupid if you would look at the tournament field, the teams from 1A to 3, and think, can't be that much competition. Guess what? We got it. Two of the best teams in the state battling out for the gold. Broaddus, there will be going from left to right if you're listening on ASN Radio. That's from our view of the SEC. Broaddus, the designated home team, and they're all white tops and bottoms. And there's the backdoor cut, almost Netch's style. Pass intended for Mitchell. They get it to her. 20 winds up, fires her first three of the game, won't go. Mitchell already has active on the glass, and she's headed to the line for her first free throws. And already, Coach, guess what? Your two favorite words in basketball, offensive rebounds.
We talked about it the whole tournament. We talked about it every time we watch these two teams play. They lead the teams, and they lead the offensive rebound. So it's going to be fun to see who's going to have the top.
First free throw from Mitchell is good. This and all free throws of our two championship games in the gold bracket, both boys and girls, are brought to you by Binks Fresh and Fast Quick Stop for East Texas, Deep East Texas locations, ready to serve you. Second free throw is good for Mitchell. She'll go a perfect trick. And now a 2-2-1 diamond zone, and it's stolen away by Hay. Here's Williams. Williams swing to the top with a key to Quinny, who now has Mitchell getting downhill. Open, Yarborough sets her feet. Rainbow three. Couldn't find the pot of gold, though. Rebound is brought down by Phillips. And this is the first true offensive possession we're going to see from the Lady Wildcats now. They're the visiting team, and they're all royal blue Nike tops and bottoms. Simple design. Reigns with a slide arch across the chest with white, plain black font lettering and numerals. At the top of the key is Kilgore now. Kilgore directing traffic. Reigns head coach Laura Jenkins sitting right in front of us here. She's gone through many battles on her games here on the Antler Sports Network. Has won 3 in a row. That's a spin after almost going to get deflected. Thompson controls possession. Eurostep didn't have a passport though. Rebounds brought down by Mitchell. 6:50 left to go in the first. Here's Quinny. Quinny doesn't have numbers. Half spin, rises. Can't get the shooter's roll to fall. Rebound gets brought down by, that's going to be Piles. Quality set with the rebound, and here's Phillips again. Phillips guarded by Yarborough. Coach, this is going to be a heck of a matchup on defense.
That's going to be a fun one to watch. We'll see how much Yarborough can stay out of foul trouble.
Had 4 quick ones in the third quarter in the semifinal matchup. As the long shot, no good. Rebound gets brought down by you, previous aforementioned Yarborough.
Coach Jenkins is not happy. She's already making a sub this early. Only 6:18 left.
Here's Mitchell sending in the right slot. Hash Cook trying to post up, looking for some kind of position. He gets it to Quinny. Quinny now to Yarborough. He's already taking a 3, is 0 for 1. Williams gets a down low to Cooks. Got to get a move on. Taking the charge, and that's a good old-fashioned charge, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Put your body on the line in the championship game. That's how you go for gold.
Well, that's what Kilgore does, though. She's done it before. We've seen her do it when she was at the Tyler tournament. She did it then. She did it earlier in this tournament. She'll put her body on the line against them all day.
I mean, you have to. Against a top 10 team that already knocked off the top dog, little things like that are what wins you championships. And in a shooting foul that's earned, then heading to the line for the first time is going to be Presley Kilgore. And now Coach Boyle's pleading with the officials, not happy at all. Foul is going to be charged to Kaylin Williams. That'll be Hay's first.
And that's what we talked about. She has the last 2 games. Hay has gotten in trouble in a hurry, and she's had to sit. Now, she has played the third and the fourth quarters with 4 fouls, but it takes away from your defense. It takes away from your offense.
Takes you out of your game entirely. 5:56 left to go.
Well, she's the only senior on the court. It takes, it puts a lot of pressure on the underclassmen.
Once again, keeping an eye on that right ankle of Yarborough. Tweaked into the semifinal. They get it to her up the far side pass. Spins, looking for space, picks up her dribble, gets double team, has Mitchell right in front of the opposite scorer's table. They're trying to get it down low to Cook, but so far, Coach, is not working. One thing I want to note, next time they try to post up with Kilgore against Cook, watch that inside hand closest to the basket is denying the ball, and that's the second deflection she's gotten off of that same hand being turned towards the basketball. Great fundamentals.
Well, again, that's where you come, Kilgore's a senior, Cook's a sophomore.
That's seniority. Cook, head fakes, Jump shot, can't get the shooter's roll. Now it seems like Broaddus has somewhat calling a great offensive rebound. However, falling and having that right foot step out of bounds is going to be Cook, so it will be Rain's ball on the far side. And this is exactly what we expected to see. This is trench warfare. No team with a clear advantage.
Nope.
Now it's Filson. Filson, looks like she might have got away with a travel there.
Well, you can definitely see the Broaddus fans. They wanted to travel call, and they didn't get it.
Ari Filson, kick to the corner. Open is Thompson. Thompson can't get it to go. Strong rebound from Cook, and that's what she does. And Filson whacks her upside of the head, almost like a hello, how are you, on a Saturday evening. That's going to be Filson's first. Team second of the quarter. Both teams now sitting at 2 team fouls apiece. They inbound it now to Williams. Williams, strong pass up the floor to Quinney. Quinney, we know she is absolutely lights out from downtown. Now Mitchell, top of the key. Drives, gets the lane, but can't
there's
convert.
Macy Cook again.
Cook on the board, can't get it to go. Defensive rebounds collected by Piles. Piles gets it up the floor to Thompson. More Broaddus fans wanting travels. Looks like they need to go to the Greyhound or something. Scott keeps ticking. 4:53 left. Kilgore open 3 wide, nobody home. Rebounds brought down by both Filson and Cook. It's going to be tied up. Out of bounds. No, they're going to call it as a loose ball foul under the basket on Filson. Filson is absolutely dumbfounded, and that's 2 quick ones on her, Coach.
I didn't see that.
And now even we saw a foul.
We seen a foul.
Yeah, Coach Jenkins now asking the official. We saw it on the far side. Didn't step up to the table, so it's understandable.
Right.
He has to report it to me, and he did.
It's now the official and Coach Jenkins right in front of us here.
And Coach Jenkins, she's just asking what happened because the referee, he never came over this side of the court.
Yeah, to clarify, of course, typically if a referee were to make a call, no matter where it is, that referee will come to the table at least somewhat in the central area of the floor, show a number, show the foul that was committed, and if it was a free throw, where the ball would be placed. But the backside official did report, but it was pretty much out of view from Coach Jenkins, so that's where the frustration stemmed from. And now the steal for Piles. Piles drives, finger roll finish, not enough. Yarbrough comes down with the board. Broaddus pending substitution. Yarbrough doesn't have numbers, surveying the floor. Crab dribbles, gets double teamed, but gets out of it though. Now to Mitchell, top of the key. Mitchell guarded by Phillips. That's an even better matchup between either Phillips or Yarbrough, and now Yarbrough and Mitchell. Pass gets deflected into Cook. She keeps it and finishes. Piss off the glass for 2.
You can tell early, Jared, that they're doing everything they can to get the ball down low to they think they have a size advantage.
I mean, Macy Cook has arguably been one of, if not the best forwards in the tournament, pound for pound, and an even better cut and finish from Piles to respond.
Yeah, this is going to be another heavyweight match right here. Back and forth, you can tell already. Great coaching styles by both coaches. And that's the second time that Mitchell has thrown. Oh, they call another foul.
A charge. That's a charge on Williams, and she is not happy at all.
Has 2 fouls already in the first quarter, 3:42 left to go. Coach Boyles is not happy. She's boiling over on the other side, but she's talking to Queenie about it.
Both of these coaches, as we know, very intense. If you thought Coach Jenkins was intense, both of these coaches put together is ridiculous. It has a great finish and an even better feed to Yarbrough.
A great steal, very aggressive for Williams, even though she does have 2 fouls already.
Trying to get it out across the timeline, and they eventually do up to Phillips. Phillips had numbers temporarily, but instead, smartly elects to slow things down and look at the floor. Giving her right side by Mitchell. Set shot, long 2, gets the shooter's roll. Great shot by Emma Knight as she gets on the board. And it looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout that would be taken by Rams. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 from the ASM family of platforms. This is Yet Till 4 Championship Saturday, first matchup.
I will not break a sweat when I take the stairs.
I will not break a sweat when I take the stairs.
I will dunk on the hoop over my garage.
I will dunk on the hoop over my garage.
I will insist it's regulation height even though it's definitely not.
I will insist it's regulation height even though it's definitely not.
I will be able to open the jar of pickles.
I don't like pickles.
What about kosher dill?
No.
Half sour?
Ew.
Full sour?
No.
You like cucumbers?
Oh, yeah.
That's a pre-pickle. Let's go. Oh, excellent. One more.
We see Coach Boyles coming out of the timeout discussing the game plan with her team. Sitting at our third tie already, and we still have 3 minutes left to go of ball to play in the first quarter.
Well, Coach Jenkins was very adamant talking to J.C. Phillips, I'm sorry, and also Thompson.
Jump ball is called. It was tied up. They're trying to get it to Cook. Cook showing her frustration as well, understandably so. They want to try to go to her because she's been arguably their most consistent scorer pound for pound. But Reigns has definitely game plan, digging every single time she gets the ball past that last hatch.
I've not seen Macy. I've not seen that emotion come out of her the whole tournament. I like it.
Spin move, finger roll finish won't go. Mitchell trying to snatch it away. And they had a little bit of the arm of Thompson. She pops right back up.
Foul on Thompson.
Yep, they called it on her. Her arm was indeed stuck in. That's her first foul. Team fourth of the quarter. That was her last foul to give. Broaddus, for context, has one more foul to give with 3 fouls.
And 2.5 to go. That's
It's a lot of basketball.
That's eternity.
Mitchell, head fake, bounce pass to Williams. Williams has a lane, turns downhill. Great pull-up jumper, can't get the runner to fall. Yarbrough comes back down with it. She turns, no good on the turnaround. Williams the follow-up again. She hits the deck, but doesn't get a call. And Williams stepping away from the situation, understandably so. She looks visibly frustrated. Quick substitution now. Looks like it's going to be Madison. Moxie Jembo. Moxie Jembo who will check it.
Hey, say that 3 times. Hey has 2 fouls early, and then she gets knocked down and she didn't get the call, which I can understand the frustration.
Yarbrough around the horn to Williams. Williams with 2:03 left. They get it to Cook. Now reset to Mitchell. Skip pass to Williams. She'll hit it from Joaquin. Nobody home. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Wildcats basketball. And now I feel like this is the point to where everything starts to settle in more. Of course, she's played with plenty of fouls, as now she'll check out, and Lila Holloway, the sophomore, will check in for the first time, her typical sub when she gets fouls. Sure, she's played with a lot of fouls and pretty good amounts of time before, but now it's for a championship. It just means that much more. Phillips getting downhill. Get to the outside to Moxie Jembo. Open 3 for Kilgore. Rattles in and out, no good. Cook scraps the rebound. Might have been a little bit of shove in the back. 20 the lead pass instead. It's over to Holloway, now to 20. Minute 43 left to go as Mitchell has it right below that double T Texas Tech logo in center court of the SEC. Bounce pass is over to Holloway. Holloway dribbled dead, now gets it to Mitchell on the reset. Barking orders at the top of the key. Directing Quinny, you can probably hear Coach Boyles.
She is telling her girls to go, and they're not going. It's like they forgot the play.
Minute 20 and counting. To Mitchell. Slow, methodical offense. They get it to Cook down low. There comes the dig from range. She falls away. Can't get it to fall. Mitchell gets it. It's side up. Arrow was directed at the Lady Bulldogs, so they'll keep possession. With a minute 7 left to go, Coach, that possession took about 47 to almost 55 seconds of clock. Quick substitution now. It's going to be Tatum Osornil, who will check in for the first time. Mitchell to inbound. Looking, it's going to be a lot pass to Quinny. Minute 5 left to go. Quinny drives, runner, scoop, almost got that one. Can't get the shooter's roll, but it will be Macy Cook who gets the offensive rebound, drawing the foul, and she'll head to the line. I think the angrier she gets, the better she plays, because she has been a bat out of hell on the glass since she got upset on that jump ball.
Absolutely.
6-6. We've been knotted up at 6 for 3 to 5 business days. With a minute left, it's going to be another sub. It'll be Piles who will be waiting to check in. First free throw was good.
Number 3, Carolina Piles enters for the Lady Cats.
6th lead change of the game. Final dribble, high arcing shot is good.
Well, you know, the thing about Macy Cook, she showed a dominance yesterday in the semifinal game.
Long 3 taken by Thompson. She nails the trifecta.
So they are 50% from three-point lane so far, 2 for 4.
It's good to get scary. for the Lady Bulldogs. Hit this range. Offense gets going from three. Speaking of getting going from three, here's 20 from downtown. Front iron, no good. Rebound by Phillips. 33 seconds left. Possible 2-for-1 opportunity here. Phillips looking, corner. Here's another, no good. Back iron. Rebounds brought down by O'Neal. That one gets swatted by Cook. 23 seconds left to go. Mitchell gets double teamed. Slow things down. Need to get a move on across the timeline. Thought there was going to be a carry, but instead she'll keep it herself. Bounce pass lead is stolen away. In for Thompson. 11 seconds left. Gets bumped by Yarbrough.
And that, to me, that's a silly foul. I mean, why make that foul with 10 seconds left? I don't understand that.
That's the fourth foul on Broaddus this quarter. First foul on Yarbrough. 10 seconds. Now in 9. 8. O'Neal for 3. Jammed off the side iron. No good. It's swat by Mitchell. Huge block to prevent the possible go-ahead bucket. Take another look at that huge swat. Covered like the rug under your floor. 3 seconds left. As now 3 seconds. 2, 1. Step back. It's blocked again. And that is how we end an intense first quarter. We'll have to take a short timeout. Back in 30 seconds. No, you're not reading your golf score. This is the end of the first quarter. It's 8-9 range. Back in 30 seconds. Coming out of the break, into the first quarter, and no, if you're tuning in on ASN1 or even via the continuous stream, switching back and forth, Jared Jones, Matt Bright, happy to be with you on XL4 Championship Saturday. It is 9-8. I'm going to say it again, just in case. It is 9-8 between two fantastic teams. It's been a defensive. It's just a stalemate. That's what you describe it.
It's you know, I know it's Bowl Saturday, so it's 3 field goals and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Sorry, as a football coach coming out at me.
Still scoring better than Texas A&M did.
Well,
sorry, Yankees fans.
I'm going to be nice. I'm a Longhorn fan. Coach Jenkins, I guarantee she is very intense, as we know she is. I could hear her a little bit during the break, and she was just telling the girls, keep battling, keep battling, keep battling.
They have to, especially with a Broaddus team who, no matter what, is going to play from the first whistle to the final horn.
And we see Williams back on the court with 2 fouls.
And it is Piles. Piles swings to Thompson. Thompson, high pass. Kilgore's going to try her luck again. No good. Rebounded by Phillips. Mitchell almost at the corner. Shot again, this time by Thompson. That's good for 3.
Thompson's 2 for 3. She's hit 2 threes out of the 3 she shot.
Huge 3 by Thompson. She's heating up. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. Bounce pass to Courtney and immediately back to Mitchell again.
You know, seeing the Lady Cats shoot the threes like they're doing right now reminds me of what they did against Tatum. Marshall.
20 on the drive. It's a rebound that gets put back up by Cook. And Cook will head to the line to shoot, too. That foul is going to be charged against J.C. Phillips. That's the seniors' first, team's first of the quarter. As Cook will head to the line for the second time today. He split her last trip. So far this tournament, a 75% free throw shooter. First shot, back iron, no good. 7:07 left to go in the second quarter. Remember, this is only the first gold championship game. Immediately after this, we'll have the boys championship between Tatum and Kuntz, and if this game is any indication, it may be even better. Second free throw is good by the sophomore. Here's Phillips. Phillips in the bright pink bubblegum shoes to Filson. Filson, kick to the corner. That's another 3 for Kilgore. That's good. Here we go. The Lady Wildcats, I don't know about you, Coach, but they might have taken your advice to heart. I don't think their 3 ball is being left in any lake, let alone Lake Fork.
No, not for sure.
It's right here in Tenaha. That's Williams. To Mitchell now. Back to Williams. They try to get it to Cook. It's a laser pass out of bounds. Great idea because the help side would have been just maybe a tad too late, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout by Coach Boyles, taking her first. We'll take it with him. Rains in this quarter has absolutely erupted. 30-second timeout, back after this.
Get holiday-ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus no payments for up to 90 days and $1,000 bonus cash on a new F-150.
Broaddus taking a timeout prior to the break, and it was all spurred by this last three. Yet another three. Third three of the first half by the Lady Wildcats, all from a fantastic dish and transition from Filson. And now, with a chance to respond once again, are the Lady Wildcats. Tuning in on ASN Radio, going from right to left on your respective device. With it is Piles. Piles to Filson. Filson down low. Runners, no good. Another strong rebound by Cook. Gets it on the outlet to Mitchell. As we can hear the Reigns bench instructing their defense to get back. They're typically running a 2-3 zone, especially against the forward heavy play of the Lady Bulldogs. Great save by Phillips. Phillips now to Filson on the break. Doesn't have numbers, though. That ball gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch by 20. As now we hear Coach Jenkins, we still have 6 minutes left to go in the second, and her voice is already almost out of there. 15-9 after a handful of threes from Reigns helped them get a quick little lead. As a turnaround by Kilgore, jump shot, no good. Ball is back tipped right into the hands of Yarborough on the defensive glass. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left. As Mitchell now going from left to right, crossing the timeline. Against this 2-3 zone, they have it to Williams in a bit of a high-low. Williams right there at the charity stripe. To Yarborough, back to Williams. Skip pass to 20, too much on it. And that's back-to-back turnovers for Williams. And now frustration starting to boil over for Broaddus as they understand. That looks like it's going to be Holloway who'll be checking in. Question in who for. It will be for Hey. Understandably so, wanted to give her a quick break because right now, joined by Matt Bright tonight, Reigns has taken the bull by the horns, or in this case, the bulldog by the horns.
Absolutely, they sure have. Sorry about that, fans. I had something in my throat. I had to give me a drink of water.
15-9, 5.5, knocking on the door, 5.5. Here's Phillips. Phillips rejecting the screen, going the other way with it to the left side, breaking the 5 count. It's a double clutch pass into the open shot for Piles. High arcing, no good. Strong rebounded, collected by Mitchell. Mitchell on the sideline up to Quinney. Quinney, we know she's dangerous in transition, steps back. Still surveying the floor, has Mitchell. High skip pass to Holloway. Holloway dumps it to Cook. Cook rises. Kiss off the glass. It's good for 2. There she goes again, Macy Cook.
Well, you know, yesterday the same thing happened. They needed to come back, and they do one fast, and Cook got hot underneath.
Double covered, still able to get an open shot. Filson staring down Holloway. Splits the teeth of the defense drive. But the Kenya, the foul.
I want to see the replay on that one. Looked like she was set, but she may have been moving. The slightest movement, if they're going to call it.
As we see Filson splitting the initial defense. I think she was slightly leading just a tad bit.
She was anticipating the bump, and she didn't get set.
Just got to take the hit, even though Filson is an absolute freight train.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm taking a hit.
Free throw from Filson is good as she converts the and one.
If I took it, I wouldn't get back up. Mitchell popped right back up.
Try to go for maybe a flagrant. Maybe try to egg on the official flagrant. Sky pass, fake pass, great fake pass into Cook. Cook steps back, gets it to Mitchell, and they'll slow things down again. Ball screen rejected. Once again, range in that 2-3 zone is definitely helping them in the help side department get a body on Cook. But has that stopped her from scoring? Absolutely not. Quinney, lean 3 from the corner, no good. And Quinney, she's been colder than usual from downtown, and she's a huge part, almost as big a part as Cook is with her 3-point shooting in this Broaddus offense. Driving, it's going to be Mitchell. Mitchell, the corner kick, and it's coming in the end one. The Bulldogs ain't out of this yet as we take another look at the and one. Back-to-back for both of these teams.
Well, Jared, it's almost like when the Lady Bulldogs need a big shot, they go to Cook. They need a big shot, and why not?
Phillips checks back in as well as Tatum O'Neal. The junior who's typically 6th or 7th in the rotation, has played some pretty valuable minutes. We still have a lot of basketball left. 4:20 left to go in the second.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Jagsy's not on the court. Everybody has to move up a spot.
Cook's free throw's no good. Rebounded by his sister, JC. JC making the play call. Second handoff is rejected. Instead, they get to Osornio, who gets bumped on the far side sideline. The Broaddus fans right behind the referee, letting them have it. However, the question is, the play devil's advocate, did that foul, did that lower body contact induce the travel? Possibly the end-all be-all in that call.
You know, you're talking about the crowd, Jared. I mean, look at the atmosphere here. These girls, 2A, 3A school, playing in front of 1,000 people.
Layup's no good under the basket from Knight. As we hear the frustration from Coach Laura Jenkins. Knowing that the Lady Bulldogs are just a few bites away from getting into this thing. 3:44 and counting. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell surveying the floor. Kick to the far side. Great dish back to Mitchell under the basket. She can't get that shot to fall. Gets side up. Arrows pointing in favor of the Lady Bulldogs, so they'll keep it on their side of the floor. As Mitchell has been pretty much every which way for this Lady Bulldog offense and defense. She's played defense in Tenaha, played it in Timpson. I think she even went up the highway to Carthage once or twice. Inside of 3.5. Cook one-on-one situation. That's dangerous. And more importantly for the Lady Bulldogs, it's money.
They don't have an answer. They don't have an answer for Macy Cook right now. They have to figure out an answer to stop her, or they'll just continue to do the same thing over and over and over.
Macy Cook cooking with Crisco in this second quarter. 3:06 and counting after coming out with a strong defensive board. Draped on both sides with coverage from the Lady Cats. Now it's Quinney. Quinney doubled in the corner. Has to pick up her dribble. Finds a way to pivot out of it. Swing to Mitchell. Looks like they're trying to get it to Cook once again. Notably, she's on the help side. Close to defenders. Kilgore. They get it to her. Gets Kilgore. Turner tries a foul.
And now Kilgore has two now.
Kilgore has been absolutely fantastic as we take another look at that last basket that she scored. Funnily enough, it was an and one, pretty much in that exact same spot, exact same situation. Catches the help side, lacking, turns, faces the basket, and it's all easy from there.
You know, Kilgore looked over at Coach Jenkins after the call and said, I need help. I can't do it alone.
You can't. I mean, even though Cook has been borderline average or Mendoza line to go into your ballpark there, Coach, you can't keep putting her on the line for long because that's just feeding your dogs to the wolves at this point. Free throw was missed. She goes empty on that trip. 2:45 left as Phillips comes down with the board. Surveying the floor has Yarbrough to meet her at the timeline. Takes the screen. Quinney meets her immediately. Resets, spins, has room up and under. Can't get it to go. And Coach Phillips has been suspiciously cold.
She has. And but here's the thing. It's scary because we also know what kind of player she is in the second half.
We do, and a kudos to this Broaddus defense. Has 20 for 3. No good.
She is 0 for 4. That's not like her either.
The slowest start she got to was in that second round contest where she went 0 for 2 in one quarter. Long 3, Thompson, wide, no good. Rebound is also no good on the follow-up from Nitek. At times the charm, no. And Holloway puts a stop to it with a defensive board.
Well, you see here was on the defense again. It was Macy Cook just standing there. She went straight up. She never tried to do anything.
Quinney gets it to Yarbrough and she travels. That's one thing to note. Broaddus had the numbers game, but unable to really get anything out of it. And opportunities like that, especially if you're down, thankfully it's only one possession, but down to a range team who could turn things quickly in a hurry on offense. You can't have mistakes that simple, especially in your half of the floor.
Well, the Lady Bulldogs are walking around with their hands on their hips. They are tired. You can look at them and see they are tired. You can't leave Jazzy open like that.
JC Phillips on the long 3, back out, no good. Checking in and making a huge play already is Shaylee Strassner. The junior gets it tied up, and it will be possession to Rain still. As we see Coach Boyle trying to make a quick adjustment. Speaking of Yarbrough, her sophomore, once again still on that bum right ankle. She seems to be okay though, but you never know what she could possibly be thinking. 18-15, minute and a half left in the first half of play. That's a bounce pass. Demonte Jemba crosses over, has Mitchell on her. Have fun with that. Picks up her dribble, kills it, now gets it to J.C. Phillips at the top of the key. With it, head fake drive for Thompson. Thompson, runner, can't get the shooter's roll, but does draw the foul call, and will head to the line to shoot two once again.
And Mitchell's walking off the court with a hamstring straight up, saying, "What did I do?"
When it comes to this officiating crew, we know the female official for sure has refereed almost a half century of Division I NCAA games. So I don't know about you. If I know someone has that type of pedigree in a tournament of this magnitude, I wouldn't question too much. At least I would.
Absolutely not. She's there for a reason.
Maybe that's just me. First free throw, rattles in and out, no good. It looks like Coach Boyle still having a couple of questions with the official.
And she's for sure not asking her New Year's plans. I promise you that.
No New Year's resolutions, discussions, you don't think?
And what she got for Christmas, I'm pretty sure.
Second shot. It's good.
Was she shooting three?
I don't know. That was the
second shot.
Third one, no good, though. Rebound gets brought down this time by the recently checked in Aaliyah Wilson, who typically checks in for Mitchell. But now, I guess you could say she's checking in for Williams, as Williams is already at the table waiting to get back into the game. As we approach a minute, Mitchell guarded by Phillips. Phillips gets a hand on it, however, it's kept by the Lady Bulldogs. 56 seconds and counting. Here's 20, and an offensive foul is called on the illegal screen. Let's take another look to try to pinpoint where that action was that set off the official. As we look, and yep, there it is. Looks like it was the shove by Holloway. Right in a little too excessive for the official. That's her first, and that's the team's fourth. I don't know if they'll be able to do too much with it. That's going to be a line fire. Three for Kilgore, short. Offensive rebound spot down by Kilgore. She tries to clean her own mess. 42 seconds and counting left to go. She'll reset, get it to Phillips at the top of the key.
So to those, Kilgore's 1 for 4 from three-point lane.
But she also has 2 offensive rebounds off of those misses. So at least she's getting something positive out of it for her team. Not the cleanest catch by Moxie Jemba. She weaves through traffic, goes back up. Double dribble is called. 24 seconds left, and a substitution coming in for Moxie Jemba. And it looks like it'll be also Neal who will be checking in momentarily, but probably not before the end of the first half. Here's Quinny. She already has a buzzer beater to conclude a half in this tournament.
A walk-off.
A walk-off at that. 10 seconds left. Looking for the screen. Gets it from Holloway. She already has an illegal screen from Joaquin. Nobody home. 1.7 seconds left. A good baseball pass and a hefty heave. As I'd say, probably the strongest would be Phillips to maybe get something going here. Running start. One dribble from half court. No, out of bounds. And that is how we will head into the locker rooms. How about that? Once again, another low-scoring affair. 2 fantastic teams duking it out. 19-15. The Lady Wildcats ahead as we continue our coverage of XL4 Championship Saturday. But first, we'll have a word from a proud sponsor in Kilgore College.
Hi, I'm Brenda Kays, and I serve as president of Kilgore College. Over 4 years ago, our institution embarked on a remarkable journey, joining forces with the City of Kilgore, Christus Good Shepherd, and the Roy H. Laird Hospital Foundation. Together, we set out to create the Laird Health Science Center, a cutting-edge facility designed to seamlessly blend education with practical medical services, including an operational ER. Today, I'm thrilled to share a momentous announcement on behalf of Kilgore College's Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board of Directors, our dedicated faculty and staff, and, most importantly, our students. I am honored and humbled to reveal that Kilgore College has received a generous gift in support of our new facility and programming. This incredible donation comes from Kay and Billy Torrance of Kilgore. Furthermore, I'm excited to announce that the college's facilities set to open for classes this upcoming fall will be named the Torrance Health Science Education Center. We can't begin to thank the Torrances enough for their incredible generosity. Their gift will change the lives of so many students starting this fall and for many years to come.
Well, I was born and raised in Kilgore, Texas, and I was born at Roy H. Laird Hospital in 1961. So Kilgore has been my home my whole life, and I am happy to call it my hometown. I have one son. I've been married to Billy for 45 years, and we've been very blessed, and Billy's worked very hard to give us a great life.
So I don't know what I can add to that. It's 45 years in a row, by the way, and I'm proud to be from Kilgore, Texas. But yes, we've been a part of this community for a long time. So with Steve going to Kilgore College, we were certainly proud that he attended Kilgore College, and he finally got out of there, and I was glad that he stepped up and was able to support that program. So it's been. It's been humbling to be here and be able to, support our community through the college and everything we can do. We're glad to.
Well, Steve was diagnosed with cancer when he was 17 years old, and we felt the need that we had to go out of our community into a bigger city to get the proper care. And I am hoping that if we can initiate this, we will have better schooling, better hospitals. Our families can stay close to their hometown and be treated with basically any type of disease or illnesses that you may encounter in your family's history or life.
Well, we started Capco in 1995 with myself and maybe a dozen of the best pipeliners in the area. This is our 29th year. We have as many as 600 plus employees, and they generally are all local people. So it has a large footprint, here. And I think through Capco, we've sponsored every kind of sporting event and bought every kind of animal at the FFA. And, it's just, we're a East Texas business, and we support our community. So we've done that also as a family for, 20 years plus. And we've had a lot of success there. Steve is a 4-time Top Fuel World Champion and 1-time A-Fuel World Champion. I've even won a championship down through there one time, and it's just been family-oriented sport, just like we like. And I guess we've met a lot of people all over the country, and it's a lot of family, and friends out there. But we've really enjoyed it. Kay runs that race team, and that's her gig. So I just be quiet and be happy.
How many families get to spend 24 weekends a year with your son, with your granddaughter, with your new granddaughter fixing to be here in June? And I don't know what we would do if we didn't drag race. We've had multiple friends move here. They came and visit, stayed 2 or 3 days, and they'll come back, start looking for property. So we've got several friends. We have some that live next door to us right now. So if you want a small hometown community to where, it's large enough to have your sports and do whatever you want, but Kilgore is a great place to live, a great place to raise your family.
I totally agree. It's all downhill from Kilgore for me.
Yeah.
The new Health Science Center is home to Kilgore College's Associate Degree Nursing, Vocational Nursing, Physical Therapy Assistant, and Radiologic Technology programs. The educational facility encompasses 37,324 square feet and features state-of-the-art simulation and computer labs with an operating hospital complex.
Hi, I'm Brenda Kays, and I serve as president of Kilgore College. Over 4 years ago, our institution embarked on a remarkable journey, joining forces with the City of Kilgore, Christus Good Shepherd, and the Roy H. Laird Hospital Foundation. Together, we set out to create the Laird Health Science Center, a cutting-edge facility designed to seamlessly blend education with practical medical services, including an operational ER. Today, I'm thrilled to share a momentous announcement on behalf of Kilgore College's Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board of Directors, our dedicated faculty and staff, and, most importantly, our students. I am honored and humbled to reveal that Kilgore College has received a generous gift in support of our new facility and programming. This incredible donation comes from Kay and Billy Torrance of Kilgore. Furthermore, I'm excited to announce that the college's facilities set to open for classes this upcoming fall will be named the Torrance Health Science Education Center. We can't begin to thank the Torrances enough for their incredible generosity. Their gift will change.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Not break a sweat when I take the stairs.
I will not break a sweat when I take the stairs.
I will dunk on the hoop over my garage.
I will dunk on the hoop over my garage.
I will insist it's regulation height even though it's definitely not.
I will insist it's regulation height even though it's definitely not.
I will be able to open the jar of pickles.
I don't like pickles.
What about kosher dill?
No.
Half sour?
Ooh.
Full sour?
No.
You like cucumbers?
Oh, yeah.
That's a pre-pickle. Let's go. Oh, excellent. One more.
Second half set to begin momentarily here in Tenaha as we get about halfway finished with game number one. Jared Jones, Matt Bright, happy to be with you. The next game following this championship is a possibility to go 3 for 3 with fantastic game to the nightcap. It's the boys' gold championship between Tatum and Coons. Myself and Coach Bright will be here back again with you as we finish off what has been a fantastic 3 days of basketball.
Number one against number two. Well, number one, Coons against number two, Tatum. If you're not here, get here.
Or just sit at home and watch the game.
Watch us.
I personally prefer that.
As we start the second half, the ball.
You don't want to see my face anyway. Just stay at home and listen to me on the radio.
Here we go. Broaddus will open up third quarter of the possession. They find themselves down, though. A single possession. 18-5, our score. The Lady Bulldogs plotted them top to bottom with White. Williams, first possession, hard off the backboard, no good. As Filson comes down with a rebound, spins, and a travel violation is called. Maybe called a tad bit late. Don't get me wrong, Coach. It's the right call. But,
yeah, it was the right call, but she already got in the car and drove off.
I mean, she was already halfway back up the highway back to the school. That's in the corner. Yarbrough sets and fires. That's good.
What they need right there. Here's the thing. Remember yesterday, Broaddus was down at halftime. They were down at halftime.
And now they find themselves knocking on the door. In response, and guess who it is? Caroline piles it on.
Well, we do know that Range is a three-point shooting team. And if they get hot from three-point lane, we've seen it before where they went 12 for 17 in that one tournament. They can get hot quick.
18-22 our score. Mitchell trying to go to work on Phillips, but not letting her get an inch, let alone take a mile. They hand off to Quinney. Now Cook. She's known to step out and maybe shoot a couple of threes a game. Only had 2 attempted three-point shots in the semifinal, went 1 for 2 on those threes. Speaking of trying to stop going over from threes, it's Quinny, and the cold streak continues for her, Coach.
0 for 5. That's I would have never.
As Kilgore looking to get her shot going, nobody home either.
But Kilgore's only 1 for 5.
Yeah, so, but at least that's the one. You can build off of that one. But Quinny's still looking for that first shot to go through the net to get your groove back.
You know, she hasn't scored yet, even a 2-point shot, and that's very not like her. That's not like her at all.
I mean, she already has one of the highlights of the tournament with a huge 3. And in the semifinal, will go into the half as Williams, a bit of a rough shot. Wanted contact, but no whistle, no harm, no foul. Phillips, breakneck speed, kick to the corner. Open 3, won't go. Kilgore, the rebound, pivots, rises, and a bit of a deflection from behind by Cook. Second shot, no good by Piles, and it gets collected by Mitchell in the half court. Now they go. It's Mitchell. High pass to Quinny. 5:53 left. Yarborough now rotating, getting around the horn. Mitchell against Phillips. Phillips giving Mitchell pretty much the entire left side of the floor. Just a cold, dead stare into the eyes of the sophomore down to the number 30. Mid-range shot from Quinny won't go. Can't get the shooters all there either. As now Phillips pushing the pace again to get across over the timeline. Shifts gears, goes forward, and a block foul is going to be called. That might be on Quinny. And yes, indeed it is. And if you're Quinny, and if you're Coach Boyle's coach, you're just simply telling her, hey, keep playing ball, no matter how rough things have been in the early going.
You have to keep shooting. Because Coach Boyles knows what she can do. She's not going to tell her to stop shooting. Keep shooting.
At the end of the day, there's 4 quarters for a reason. Here's Thompson. Thompson to Biles. He sets her feet. Rainbow shot. Couldn't get it to go. Great battle for it, though. And eventually the Williams comes up with it. Mitchell. Leeway pass up to Quinny. Quinny now turns. Looking. Giving her right shoulder. They get it to Cook. And this, we know what this is, Coach. It's like death in Texas. It's guaranteed. Cook again.
You know,
dominant.
They're working outside. They're trying to the outside shot. Range is coming out. It's opened up Cook in the middle.
Cook has been borderline perfect as the layup is no good from Thompson. However, she will head to the line to shoot 2.
I'm not sure about that call.
As we see Coach Boyles now stepping up to speak, and now questions and answers between Boyles and Kinney as a substitution on the way for Raines.
Well, Hey now has 3.
Yep, definitely something to keep in mind.
And just the last 3 games, we've seen all 3 games, she has gotten in foul trouble early in the third quarter. Well, the second, to see if she was in the foul trouble in the first half.
And first free throw good. Second opportunity coming up. Where Thompson is known for a 3-point shooting, but is also one of the more consistent free throw shooters on this Raines Ball Club. Showing why with a perfect trip. 4:49 left to go. There's Mitchell immediately met by Phillips at the timeline. They get it to Cook. Cook to Mitchell. Mitchell had a steam. No train on the tracks, though. 4.5 left. And now Phillips again. Phillips now guarded by Yarbrough and still Mitchell. They've been pretty much switching those two on Phillips all evening long, giving her different looks. And, Coach, I'd have to say that it somewhat worked, as this isn't the same Phillips that we've seen all year.
No, it's not.
It's now into the corner. 3 won't go for Emma Knight. Her second 3-point attempt of the game. The follow-up is no good. Ball gets tied up. Falling to the floor is Kilgore. Hopefully she's okay. She's a bit slow to get up. Bit of a look of frustration. Similar expression shared by Williams on the other side of the key.
Yeah, Williams is definitely frustrated. I think she's mad at herself. She may be mad at Coach Boyles because she kind of let her have it.
As a layup is good on the follow-up. Converted by Knight. And now that's a 2-possession game. 26-20. If you're Broaddus, you can't have an empty possession here, but the key is if you are going to go empty, why not give it to the person who's gotten you here in the first place? Cook misses. A relatively open shot for her centers and what we've seen, and great hustle and floor awareness by Thompson to keep the possession alive. Here's Phillips, 3-on-2 break. Bounce pass across the lane, and Mitchell's there just in time. Slides, ball gets tied up. Possession arrows going to the Lady Bulldogs. Huge possession, and they'll get possession back. Filson will check in for an absolutely exacerbated Kilgore. She is gassed, getting a much-needed break, and it looks like it's going to be a full timeout that will be called by the Lady Bulldogs. And we'll take it with them. Back in 1 minute, 3:36 left to go. It's 26-20 Reigns. Our coverage on XL4 Championship Saturday continues after this.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Take another look at the Broaddus bench after the timeout by the Lady Bulldogs. Coach Boyles and company doing a little scribbling on the notepad to try to get something going. Find themselves down 26-20 with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the third frame. Williams sets back, has Quinney. Now Cook, great head fake. The J is good.
We talked about it. You talked about it. Why draw something up and just give the number 44? It's worked the whole weekend.
And games like this, to me personally, from a coaching perspective, it's not all about drawing up on the board. It's not about X's and O's. As I said during the break, Coach, it's about Jimmy's and Joe's. And right now, I would say the Lady Bulldogs are the best player on the floor with that blue and black 44.
Absolutely.
Open
Don't
shot
leave her
by
open.
Thompson. This
Way
will be
off.
wide, well off. Trying to save it as Filson, not enough time to get under it. As it will be Broaddus basketball. As here's Mitchell.
Coach Jenkins wants a certain kind of defense ran, and the girls are not doing it for
Back in a 3-2 zone to try to compensate for extra help side, especially with Cook. Seeming to have refound her rhythm. They get it to her at the elbow. Mitchell, head fake to Yarbrough. Has time to line and fire. Side iron, no good. Rebound is corralled by Knight. Naidu gets it over to Phillips. As we approach 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And the first of 2 gold championship games. Right after this is going to be Kuntz and Tatum in our gold championship. If you tune in earlier this morning, in the wee hours of the morning at about 1 a.m., you heard the interview with Kuntz head coach Dwayne Jobert. You'll also hear from Tatum Eagle head coach Brett Carr in the pregame. Well, would it really be a pregame or in between game? Because there's only about 10 minutes before, and that's not a lot. That's not a lot of time for us to try to catch our bearings with so many big games back to back.
And it's not a lot of time for me to eat that good catfish we got over here either.
I had the quesadillas, and they were pretty darn good too.
You already ate. Well,
hey man, listen. All right, with a Tiger Cafe like this, I can't help but
I
eat.
understand the boss gets to eat first. I understand.
It's not even about eating first. I just want to eat, period. Into the corner is Quinney. Looking for her first 3. Titles in and out, no good. The lid just can't come off of the basket. Cook with a rebound. Fadeaway jumper. That won't go either. Rebounds corralled by Quinney, though. Quinney's still looking.
Offensive rebounds.
Minute and a half left to go. 2-3 zone being demanded from Coach Jenkins. Yarbrough has Williams wide open. She is jumping, calling for anyone to listen. Cook the turnaround. Front iron, not enough on it. Rebounds brought down by Thompson. Thompson with a minute 17. Crossing the timeline. Has Quinney in defense. Drives, gets bumped, takes a heck of a shove, and crashes to the floor and draws the foul.
If that's not Quinney, that's her third.
As Williams not happy at all, as you can see.
That's her second.
As Quinney with 2 fouls and a slow shooting night for her. It's been a rough outing for the sophomore forward. Phillips to inbound.
But we've seen her catch fire.
Pretty quickly, but it hasn't taken her this long to even let alone find a match. That's a quick 3 on the inbound. It's nailed by Piles for 3.
Well, Rays for sure did not leave the threes at Lake Fork today. They brought them tonight for the finals.
You got that right. High-arcing pass risky for Mitchells. He catches it, though. Over to Williams. Williams looking. Ball caressed above the head of Hey. 53 seconds and counting left. Possibly one or two more possessions left in this final frame. Jenkins and the Lady Wildcats back into that 2-3 zone to compensate for extra help side. Can't stress that enough. They get it to Cook. Cook head fakes, double teams. Outside for Mitchell. It was almost intended for Quinney. Down low to Williams this time. He's going to try a little shake and bake. Fadeaway jumper, no good. It's Cook. Cook on the rebound. Got it. No count on the shot, but will go to the line after drawing the foul. She just does everything right.
She's in the right position every single time. She just can't get the ball to fall.
Third foul on Piles. That's a valuable depth that you could be losing. Dueling subs coming up for Rains. 3 subs coming in for Rains. I think this is the most we've seen Coach Jenkins sub in a while.
I'm not used to seeing her bring in 1 or 2 kids at a time. She's bringing in 3. Well, Broaddus is bringing in 2.
2 subs for Broaddus. It's going to be Holloway and Wilson who will be checking in. For Rains is going to be Moxie Jemba as well as Strasner and Osornio. With 30 seconds left, 22-9 our score. Cook fires. That's no good.
She's missed both free throws.
That's the second time today. It's just he's gone empty. Here's Thompson. Thompson getting the call to slow things down. As we hear Coach Jenkins urging her guards, take their time. 15 seconds left as we approach the dime seconds. Far side, skip to Moxie Jemba. She half spins. 10 seconds left now. Her dribble is dead, looking for help. She finds it in Phillips. 5 seconds. 4. Phillips gonna do it herself. Turns, flies, can't get it off the window, and that's no good. We head to the 4th. Neither team has really been able to find true momentum. However, if you look at the scoreboard, that might all be us, my friends. 29-22. 8 minutes remain in this championship. Who's going home with the gold? 8 minutes to decide. We'll be back in 1.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Jared Jones, Matt Bright. Good Lord, are we both tired after a long 3 days of basketball. Almost 40 hours of content produced, and we still have another game and a quarter to go. But so far, it's been pretty much all Rains from the first horn up to this point, Coach.
I feel like I played it and played the tournament instead of just announcing that I am wore out. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Seeing some unbelievable basketball, and we still got it. 4 or 5 quarters to go.
High-arcing 3, well off, nobody home by Strasner. That's the junior's first shot attempt of the game. And honestly, that's what Rains needs. If they're going to go into their bench, they need productivity immediately. Yes. Especially since we know how quickly this Broaddus team can turn things around. 2-2-1's full court press, broken by Williams. Williams drives, counted the ball.
Yes, she moved, and the referee, she explained it to Coach Jenkins real quick.
Take another look. And yep, she was leaning before full contact was made, and as you can see, Coach, as Williams on the line, she is in pain.
Yes, she's hurting.
Williams the free throw. Gets the shooter's roll and buries it.
She's hurting because here's the thing, she don't show a lot of emotion.
But she's hurt. It is visibly obvious that she's not 100%.
But I guarantee you, you'd have to...
Long 3, no good. Try to finish your thought. You'd probably have to use a crane or the jaws of life to pull her off of the court.
Absolutely.
On the outside is Thompson. Thompson, great dish down. Finish and the foul. Counted. Huge layup. Coming off the bench after elbowing a 3-1 offensive possession. Later, the junior Strassner with a tough shot and the foul.
You talked about it. It's coming off the bench. They got to have the bench depth, and they got to be able to produce right away, and she did. And that's three. That's 3 now on
Queenie.
And she makes it. The bank was still open on Saturday night this late.
7:15 p.m. and she still has access to the drive-through. No ATM need or mobile making needed. Here's Williams. We see that Ginger walk off the floor, not 100%. I can't stress that enough.
And you also notice, too, that Reigns went to a little bit of a half-court trap.
They went 2-2-1 full court the possession before last. Now a bit of a stretched out 2-2-1. They get it to Williams. Skies through. Layup no good. Takes a hard shot. And it's Cook. Guess who? Again on the offensive board drawing the foul.
It's like when the ball goes up, she has a magnet in her hand that's coming right to her.
It's almost like on 2Ks when the shot goes up, she has like a dot indicator on the floor, exactly where the ball's going to go. She's there right on time. She's more on time than Amazon Prime.
2K, is that PlayStation? I'm still in the Atari, so I didn't know.
Come on, man.
I was good on ping pong on Atari. I was good. Now she's got a stroke back. That's a free throw she made right there. 26-32, 6:48. It's not over yet, Jared.
Not over at all. A lot of basketball left, and now it seems that I guess you can say the balancing after trying to figure out who has the advantage might be evening out some. Huge momentum plays for both teams. Thompson looking to try to break this press, but guess what? It's basketball 1-on-1. You don't break a press by dribbling through it. On the far side now with it, looking for open space is Thompson. Thompson to Phillips. Phillips back out on the top of the key to Thompson again. Looking to waste every precious second they can. They don't want the Lady Bulldogs to have a single chance of getting back into this thing, understandably so. Jump stop, swatted away by Williams. Huge block. She may be hurt, but she's still making plays, folks. Jump pass to the corner is Williams. Williams jabs, kicks to Cook. Cook looking. Quinney, jab step again. They get it to Cook. One-on-one situation, gets called for the travel. Turnover, and the starting unit comes back on the floor for Reigns. And it looks like it's going to be Phillips who will be the only one that stays.
You know, Phillips has not come off the court. She's been on the court the entire time.
And honestly, doesn't seem to be extremely tired.
No.
She's had the straight look the entire game. It's Filson's pass. It's intercepted by Williams. Williams, a runner, trying to avoid the charge. Too much on it. As on the offensive rebound and follow-up shot is going to be Mitchell. That foul will be charged to Piles. That's Piles' fourth. Third on the team this quarter.
That's big. That's big. Because right now she's the best player off the bench, and that she's the number 6. She's the sixth man. That's big.
Free throw was good from Mitchell. Huge free throw. 7-point game now. Quick sub. It looks like it'll be Thompson who'll check in for Piles. So on the floor, it's Filson, Kilgore, Thompson, Phillips. We're trying to see that final number. It's blocked out by a strand of hair. That's Emma Knight. So Emma Knight, the only member on this Lady Wildcat floor who's on the floor that isn't in the starting five, as the offensive rebounds collected. Huge offensive rebound.
By who? By guess who?
Man, I don't know. You?
No, that was Miss Clark doing that one again. Miss Cook, I mean.
Shot from Quinney once again, no good from deep.
She's 0 for 6 from the three-point line.
And you hate that for her because we know how dominant she can be, and she can turn the tide immediately. And a late whistle, count it again. And we're number 4 for Reigns. Emma Knight gets her second and one of the contest. And this is just rubbing salt in the wound, Coach. As we see the second look, I'm not too sure about that.
And
what say you?
Neither is Macy Cook. That's why she's bent down. She don't think she did it either.
Thankfully, it's only her second foul. Free throw, no good. Phillips on the offensive rebound, turnaround jumper. And Williams is going to get called for the foul now. Let's take another look yet again. As we see the free throw goes down. And
that's 2 that could go either way, but you got to understand, fourth quarter, 5.5 left, you got to be smart.
That's probably going to be one of, if not the biggest call of the game. First free throw from Phillips is good. That expands the lead to double digits. At one point in the first quarter, we had 6 lead changes and 4 ties. Now, since then, it's been a complete different ball game. It's been all Lady Wildcats as Phillips goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Well, they've got 36-27 with 5.5 to go.
And Phillips gets a hand on it to Filson. They dish in the bucket for 2 again. Timeout is going to be called. No, it's not. Thought I heard a stray whistle.
We did.
Yep. Indeed, we did. No, it is a timeout by Broaddus. Understandably so.
This referee called a timeout here.
As now Broaddus reeling, looking for answers as time slowly falls out of the hourglass. Back in 1 minute on the Other Sports Network.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we.
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Into the break slightly early as we take a look at the Broaddus bench as they continue to look for any solutions. We've noticed this during the break as we saw both Mitchell and Williams in a quick heated exchange of words, and you hate to see arguably your 2 biggest players at odds with one another. Quinny, she needs this. Side iron, no good, out of bounds. Mitchell tries to save it. It'll be Lane's basketball. And the dry spell continuing, especially when they don't need it in a situation like this.
No, and Mitchell is getting frustrated. She's starting to show frustration towards her teammates.
You hate to see it as now Phillips has it. Phillips jump pass right in front of Coach Jenkins and us here at the table. As now looks like a good old-fashioned 5-out motion. Ball screen will be set by Filson. Question is, how does Phillips use it? As now a quick double team. As Williams and Yarborough into the corner. Kilgore contested 3. Won't go. Rebounds brought down by the Lady Wildcats. It's Filson trying to save it. It's still in contest, and Reigns comes up with it again. Phillips for 3. Off the window and no good. On the rebound is Kilgore. Can't get the shooter's roll as it caresses off the hoop. Gets tied up. Williams, alligator rolling. Travel is called. And a ball is thrown. As looks like Williams might have got a whack in the nose.
Yeah, she's busted open.
Jump ball.
Wasn't a jump ball, it was a travel that was called. So it will remain Reigns' ball this time. It'll be under their own basket. A jump ball would have put it on the sideline. Here's Kilgore, stepping back, gets it to Phillips. 38-27. Do or die time now for this Broaddus defense. Williams notably off the floor. It's Quinney as well as Cook, Mitchell, Yarborough, and Holloway. With it is Piles. Notably, Coach, she asked for a foul. She's got to be careful because an inadvertent charge or anything extra in terms of the hands or arms with dribbling the basketball, her night's done.
It's over. But the thing is, there's still lots of time left on the clock.
And Reigns is looking to use every single moment of it. Count starts. Skip pass. That's now on the catch. Sky high at the scoreboard looking at Thompson. To Filson now. Filson looking. Ball gets batted. Clock stops, and that gives Broaddus an opportunity to maybe get something going, but instead it'll be a timeout. Depending on the length of the timeout, we'll decide if we'll keep it here. They're still standing. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 3:37 left to go. Coach, if you're in that Broaddus huddle, what do you think is being said by Coach Boyles and company?
Well, if I'm in that crowd, so I'm telling my girls, calm down. You're frustrated. You're showing the frustration. Now, and here's the thing. We know they're young. It's almost like they're showing the immaturity right now. They're showing the immaturity. You see them coming off the court. They're yelling at each other. They're fussing at each other. You're never going to win if you're fighting with each other.
Because that can, as we saw through games this entire weekend, one little heated moment could just snowball and
Absolutely.
snowball.
And it has. And you've seen it. It had on the offensive side of the court. It did on the defensive side of the court. They have got to calm down and go back to playing Broaddus basketball.
The same basketball that got them to this point. Here's Phillips, heels right along the timeline. Pressed up close by Mitchell. Now the double team. Spin, met by a brick wall, and snatching the ball away is Mitchell, and she'll get whacked for the foul. And indeed she is. She's absolutely aggravated. Now having a couple of words like, I don't know about that with some of the Reigns players, and that's 4 on her. So Mitchell has 4. William has 4.
Queenie has 3.
Yep. Cook, I believe, has 2, which at least that's something. As we're inside of 3.5. Spinning. Thompson finds a way to weasel herself out of the double team.
Well, they're in the stall.
Phillips looking for extra help. Has Filson. Shoots it over Cook's ankle. No good. Rebound Williams. Williams with a head of steam. Still not running at 100%, but as fast as her legs can carry her. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell with 3 minutes left. Reigns going back into the 2-3 zone. Communication issue now. It's 1-on-1 for Cook. Bumps. Charge! Offensive foul! Second one trying against Cook tonight.
How many times have we seen Kilgore do that? We've seen him play several times. How many times have we seen Kilgore do it?
Huge whack taken by Kilgore. That's her second charge taken tonight. Both are Cook.
Yep.
There was a technical foul call.
And a technical.
Technical's been called on Coach Boyles.
That was called against Boyles. And it's going to be Thompson who will take the technical free throws.
And you know, I heard the whistle blow. And I looked over at Coach Boyles, and she was shaking her head yes. I don't know if she was like, go ahead and call the tech. And I know, and here's the thing is, coaching baseball, I've done it before too. I've went out, told the referee, I've told the umpire, throw me out. Throw me out. I'm trying to get my boys fired up. Throw me out. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe she's trying to get her girls fired up. Get a tech, get it fired up, get the momentum back.
Splitting the technical free throws. Reigns will, of course, get the ball back as they get it over to Thompson. Thompson, double, looking. Timeout's going to be called by Reigns.
Timeout, Lady Cats. Timeout, Lady Cats.
And Reigns not taking many timeouts. They'll take a 30. Keep it here. Last time we had a timeout, it was by Broaddus, and I asked what Coach Wells was saying in the huddle. Now, what is Coach Jenkins discussing in the huddle with her team?
She's telling them right now, move the ball around. They're going to try to double team. You've got to keep moving the ball. You can't just sit there and hold it. You've got to move the basketball, because if you don't move the basketball, they're going to set the double team. They're going to go for the steal. You can travel, throw it away.
Anything, a multitude of things. Hit it off your leg, trying to dribble. We've seen it all.
We know that there's still lots of time left on the clock. And Broaddus is a three-point shooting team. They can hit the threes and get right back in it in a hurry.
2:46 left to go. They get into Thompson. Thompson guarded by Queenly. Tight defense. Got to be careful on the sideline now. That hand is out. Hayward to try to get a wonky foul call here. They get it out to Filson. Yarborough and the double push by Quinny. No foul call though. Kick to the short corner. Thompson rises up and a huge swat from Mitchell.
Ball out of bounds.
But you notice what Reigns did. They moved the ball. They never stopped it.
That was just even better defense by Broaddus. The double team, even better help side. The communication and rotation we see here from Mitchell, sending that shot packing. Phillips looking. High pass to the safety valve. Here's Thompson. Thompson stops. Now the top of the key to Piles. Piles has 4 fouls. Keep that in mind. 2:20. Ball gets deflected. However, it's still kept. And now it's Piles. Piles swing to the left side. Around the horn, the Lady Wildcats go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Double team coming. They get it out to Kilgore. Kilgore, baseball pass, cross court. Now to Phillips, center of the floor. Kilgore is wide open and didn't even take a 3. That's going to be a foul. Question is, who's going to be finished?
I believe it's on 20.
Okay, so the foul's going to be charged against Yarborough. That's only her second. However, that is 5 fouls already. So Reigns with a minute 55, pretty much playing with house money with a bonus the rest of the way.
And the thing is that you fouled Phillips. Why? You don't foul. I mean, if anybody, you don't foul.
Arguably the best player.
You don't foul J.C. Phillips in this situation.
A Reigns team that back during the Macy Shinneberg tournament shot a below average at 67% from the line. That's gone up in this tournament up to around the 81% mark.
Oh, that was on you. That was on you.
I'll take it.
We're going to mark you down on that one.
27-40.
Broaddus has got to move the ball faster.
And they have to score even quicker. Euro step. Blade is good. A lot of contact, no call.
You know, that's her first points of the game.
And there she is already. There's a momentum shift as the drive. Williams in a blocking foul call. Great call. Definitely the right call to make there. As that foul is going to be charged against Kilgore. That's Kilgore's third and Reigns' last foul to give for the rest of this quarter. So the next foul will now put both teams on the line for the rest of the contest. They need this one. First free throw, back iron, no good. That's Moxie Jimba will check in for Reigns. First time we've seen her in a while. It's Filson will check out. Possibly an offense-defense substitution. Williams winds and fires. That's good. So timeout is going to be called by Reigns. Waiting to see what the timeout will be. It will be a full, so we'll take it with him. Back in 1 minute. 1:31 left to go. It's a 10-point game. Tonight, gold action presented by Excel Ford and Carthage continues.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we.
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
After the timeout, it's a full court pass caught by Piles. Piles spins, doubles accidentally. Phillips absolutely threw a missile across the court. Let's take another look at that. I mean, if the Cowboys need a quarterback, there you go.
Jared, I was going to say the same thing. They play tomorrow at home. Get her to the stadium.
I mean, it's a good little drive, but I'm sure Jerry has the money to get her there. Hard pass to Quinney. Quinney to Williams, just out of her hands. Ball gets tipped. Williams, the finish for two. Huge basket. Now an 8-point game with a minute left to go. It's Moxie Jimba. She gets doubled. Into the corner. Bounce pass. It's deflected. Mitchell has it. Blocking foul is called. If that's on Kilgore, that could mean danger.
It's on Kilgore.
Oh, my.
And that's 4? Or is that 5? Oh.
That'll be her waiting on the official word if that's her 4th foul. And that sends Broaddus to the line. Both teams will be shooting two the rest of this game, Coach. And it's only an 8-point game.
And you've got Mitchell at the line. And Mitchell's a great free throw shooter.
On the floor for Broaddus, it's Wilson, Quinney, Yarborough, Mitchell, and Williams. On the floor for Reigns. As Moxie Jimba, Phillips, Piles, Kilgore, and Thompson. First free throw for Mitchell's good. 7-point game, chopping down the tree.
You know, I teach the baseball kids that I coach, You get a big lead against you. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's what they're doing here.
As we just heard after the free throw gets knocked down, we heard for Coach Jenkins that we're going to press, and they do. Looking for the baseball pass, moving the baseline. They got one deep. It's tipped by Quinny. Quinny, the drive, the pull, it's deflected. Phillips on the rebound. 50 seconds left. Up the floor, the leeway pass to Thompson. Thompson, back over. It's a turnover. It's Broaddus ball. 6-point game with 48 seconds left. Phillips is absolutely dumbfounded.
And so is Coach Jenkins. It's like May just melting that now.
As Emma Knight will check in. She'll be checking in for Moxie Jemba.
Piles is coming out.
Piles will come out, and it'll be Filson who'll check in.
Well, here's the thing is that Broaddus has the three-point shooters.
The question is, they just haven't been hitting.
Well, I don't understand that pass.
Alley-oop pass. Man, it's a Hail Mary to say the least. And that's a foul on Quinny. I believe that's her fifth. Either way, it's going to send. That's her fourth. Okay. So a huge sigh of relief. Their best shooter only has one more foul until her evening is done. That's still one foul to keep in your back pocket, but you do send Filson on the line to shoot two.
Well, and here's the thing is that last time we saw Filson, she had the mask on. She doesn't have the mask on. Let's see how she shoots a free throw without a mask.
Let's see if the Rip Hamilton effect is on display. First free throw is off.
That's, these free throws are big.
It's only a two-possession game with 44 seconds left. Raines has 3 timeouts. Broaddus has none. Free throw. No good. An empty trip. They get it to Mitchell.
You've got time.
Here's Mitchell on the drive. Kick to the corner. Blocked by Phillips. Huge swat. And a foul is called. Phillips with possibly the defensive play of the game. Mitchell had Wilson in the corner. If they passed him maybe a second earlier, and Wilson also took a second to set her feet, that one extra second might have cost him, Coach.
Well, here's the thing is that, Phillips being a senior, she knew what was going to happen. She knew what was coming. She anticipated it, and she got out there.
As Quinny has officially fouled out.
And that's their best three-point shooter. Well, you have Yarborough still in the game. We know that hey, she can make the threes as well. But I'd much rather have Queenie on the court.
Second free throw is good. It's now Mitchell. In the girls' gold championship with 30 seconds left. They have to get a three. The runner high off the backboard, not an and one. But on the bright side, not only do you get an opportunity at frozen time points, but let's say a push comes to shove, you might have a chance to get an offensive rebound. However, a certain someone, as the first free throw is up and good, Coach, is not on the floor.
No, she's not on the floor, and
that's Macy Cook.
I don't understand why Cook's not on the floor right now at this particular time.
Maybe just for the speed aspect of it. Second free throw is good.
You got Kinley Bridges. She's not played the entire game, but she's in the game with 25 seconds left. Maybe for that reason right there to cause a foul.
And Bridges, they're on the foul.
And that's what it was. It's like Coach Boyles is trying to go to the hacky shack.
That's only her first foul. So the one aspect for Bridges being on the floor, the sophomore forward, would just be to eat up fouls.
But the thing is that
you keep putting a pretty good free throw shooting team on the line. And this time it'll be Kenzie Thompson. First free throw is good. Want to remind you that coming up next, it's the Gold Boys Championship. Tatum and Coombs. Right after this contest.
That's going to be a fun one.
24 seconds left. Second free throw was good. And you have to believe that may be all she wrote.
Well, I'm going to say this. Broaddus has nothing to hold their head about. They're not supposed to be here.
Long three from Mitchell. No good. Rebound is brought down with 14 seconds left. Intentional foul by Wilson on Piles. As Piles will make the long track to the free throw line to shoot her two. I mean, to echo that sentiment, Coach, they beat the number one team in the land.
That's what I'm saying. This game was supposed to be between Raines and Martins Mill. And it's Broaddus against Raines. They're not supposed to be here. Nobody expected them. even me and UXF, when the bracket came out, we never thought we'd see Broaddus against Range. We thought it'd be Martinsville.
A good amount of folks, thought that it was going to be Martinsville in this championship game.
Absolutely. Not only in the girls, but the boys too.
And now both of them are taking on Lai Pan in the championship.
Give me an MVP from Reigns.
Long arcing three is out. The eggs have been boiled. The chickens have come to roost. And the jello is jiggling, shaking here in Rains. For all the folks back near Lake Fork, a championship will now be brought to the home of the Lady Wildcats as they have taken down the number 7 team of the land for the gold championship in what was an absolute barn burner, Coach. Our final here in Tenaha, 44-36. As they introduce awards, we'll see if we can maybe try to get Coach Jenkins. I mean, it's only tradition at this point. I mean, why not?
I mean, we talk to her after every tournament. We got to talk to her again. If we don't, we'll get in trouble.
I feel like if we didn't, that she would probably come over here with a pretty upset face. We'll try to get her relatively quickly as she'll have her award coming up pretty soon. Coach, can you hear us?
Go Lady Cats. That's all I need to say. Go Lady Cats. These girls have been in 3 tournaments, 3 championship games, and won 2 of the tournaments. You were with us both times, so you're my lucky charm. Come to Glen Rose.
She wants to come to Glen Rose. Okay.
Meet me in Glen Rose next year.
Maybe. Only time will tell. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody listening, and thank y'all for providing this for everybody. We appreciate it. Hey, and keep track of Reigns. We're going to do something special.
Well, you just took down the number 7 team of the land in the championship of the biggest tournament in the state. So if that's not a blip on the radar, I don't know what is.
We're ready to work. We're hungry. Thank you.
That's Coach.
Head coach Laura Jenkins, post-game, a couple of quick words. We'll take a short timeout. When we come back, we'll introduce who we pick as MVP as well as the all tournament after this.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we.
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
And congratulations to these Reigns Lady Wildcats on not only delivering a fantastic game, but capping off a girls bracket that was an absolute thriller from top to bottom, Coach.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, is that you can't take nothing away from Broaddus. They weren't supposed to be here. Reigns, we've seen them. They've been in 3 tournaments, like Coach said. They've been in 3 tournaments, and they've been in 3 championships. They've won 2 of them.
That's just pedigree.
It's just, I mean, that not only pedigree, it's also great coaches. And here's the thing, they're young, Jared.
This is a very young team with a lot of room to grow.
Scary.
They already have state championship pedigree. They already have Holiday Hoops pedigree. What more do you need? Do you need to win the WNBA Finals or something at this point? What's next?
The head coach,
As Coach Laura Jenkins getting a little recognition. Yeah. We're going to give our vocal cords a little recognition and take a short break. That'll do it for the Girls Championship. Reigns finally grabs the gold Our final once again in Brooks and Range 44, Broaddus 36. Myself, Jared Jones, and Matt Brady, the rest of the Antler Sports Network crew. Scott Tyner, Mike McCary, Kevin Boyer, Zach Abercrombie, Justin Jackson. We're going to try to breathe as well.
Got one more.
Who do we leave out?
We still got one more.
All right, as we get ready for the
Yes, indeed, we do.
Hey, we've got the number 1 against number 2.
Yep, we're going to need a time to recover for that. How about that? Tatum Koontz right here on the Antler Sports Network. But we're going to take a short break. Thanks for tuning in. Once again for the last time on final, 44-36 Reigns.